Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm here to solve a classic Sudoku created by Tetsuya Nishio. So I was looking for Sudoku to make a video on, and I couldn't narrow down a Sudoku on the Discord server. I was searching on Logic Masters Germany too. Then I thought, why not make a Sudoku from a book? So the classic I'm solving today is from this book. It's called Number Place and it is created by Tetsuya Nishio, a Japanese author, an excellent author. This Sudoku was purchased by me by about 7 years back, and there are quite a few Sudokus I'm yet to solve from that. And this one is the Sudoku number 97 from the book. It has 101 classic Sudokus of varying difficulties, and the difficulty level is indicated by the number of bombs you can see above the Sudoku. And the Sudoku also has some consecutive Sudokus at the end. Overall, it's an excellent book to purchase. It should be available on Amazon. This is blue, and there are also two more colors available, yellow and red, and those have an entirely different set of Sudokus, and they have been given different names like spicy Sudoku, homegrown Sudoku, and so on. So to sum up, this is an excellent Sudoku book, and I thought of making a video from this book. So if you're looking to purchase a quality book which has some excellent classic Sudokus, do check out on Amazon. Just type Sudoku books by Tetsuya Nishio and you'll be hitting upon this book, Number Place. And so the link to solve this is in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And before I start, if you're enjoying the Sudokus that we post on the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, and if you really are enthusiastic about us, then you can consider supporting us on our Patreon page. We post monthly rewards to our Patreons, and it would be a really morale boosting thing for us. So please subscribe and do support us on Patreon if you can. And this Sudoku that you see on the screen today, let me just make Sudoku normal and Sudoku center. Okay. So it has a nice pattern, you can say, like, you can say it's like a windmill, right? Although this is not the title of the Sudoku, but it has a windmill kind of pattern if you look at the overall picture of that. So without much further ado, let's start the Sudoku now. Each row, each column and 3 by 3 box in the grid has digits 1 to 9 and no repetitions. These are the rules, right? There is only one in the grid. Let's look at threes. Threes are catching the eye, so 3 goes in one of these two cells. 3 cannot be in column 4 and row 4, so 3 goes here in these two cells. And looking at column 8 and 9, you get 3s here, and 3 cannot be in row 7, cannot be in column 3, so that gives 3 tucked into this corner, and that removes the 3 from here. Excellent. So this is a 3. There is only box 4 left to mark the 3s, but there are many places, 3 cells to be precise, where the 3s can go, so I'm not going to mark that. Let's look at something else, maybe 2s. 2 is in row 4, row 6, so 2 goes in one of these two cells. And 2 is not in column 5, 2 is not in row 8, so 2 goes here. Excuse me. I don't think there's much we can do with the 2s. Let's get to the next digit, 4s. 4 is not in row 5, 4 is not in column 8, so 4 goes here. And 4 is not in row 5, 4 is not in column 2, 4 goes here. Okay, I was just looking for where the 4s go, but the 6s caught my eye. Let's go to the 6s because we are getting a beautiful pair in box 8 neatly hidden. 6 is not in these cells, so clearly 6 is in these two cells, and we have marked pair inside box 8. That's really gorgeous. So let's make that 2 6, and you can't have 4 in row 8, so that gives 4 in these two cells. That places the 4 in column 4, just tracing the logic with 4s. So I have 4s in rows 2 and 3, so that gives 4 here. Clean and crystal solve path, guys. Beautiful, right? So far, neat. We got a pair, we have made some corners, and the pattern also looks extremely enticing. So this is what you would expect from quality Sudoku books. And I've always noticed that the Japanese, I should say the classic Sudokus created by Japanese authors are really exciting to solve. Can't explain. They won't have any advanced logic like you can say swordfish or even a wiving. All you would have is only complicated pairs and triplets, and that in itself would give you a tough challenge. And so this Sudoku is one such example. I have solved Sudokus previously from the book, and I don't remember seeing any, complicated logics in the book. So let's continue now. 7s in column 8 and 9. So 7 go here, 7s go here. Okay, there seem to be quite a few 9s in the grid. 9 is forced in box 7 into this cell, and that gives a 9 in row 8, and 9 is not in row 4 and column 6, so that forces 9 into these two cells. 9 is not in row 1, 9 is not in column 9, so 9 is forced here. So we made quite a few corners here, but I would dearly love to find some pairs like these. They're such a joy to find. Right, 8 is not in column 3 and row 3. So that gives 8 in these two cells, and that puts an 8 in these two cells. And nothing much there. 8 is not in row 7, so that means 8 must be in these two cells, and that gives an 8 in row 8. Excellent. Just looking at 8s a bit more. My eyes are drawn to this box. You have 3, 8, 9, 2 and 6. You also have 4 in a pointing pair of 4s here, which means these two cells must be 1, 5 and 7. This cannot be a 1, so it's 5 and 7. So where is the thread of logic here? Wow, this is good. These two cells cannot be 3, 4, 7, 9, 5 or 8, so they must be 1, 2 and 6. And look what it does. We have a gorgeous triplet, just like this beautiful pair here. We have a nice triplet, so 1 must be here. This is a 1, 2, 6 triplet, and that leaves 4, 7 pair into these two cells. And you'll notice that 4 is not here. What a clean step, guys. Beautiful. 4 is not here, so 4 goes here. That places the 7 here. And by the way, taking a detour from my stall, I haven't talked about the price of this book. So as I said, I bought this book 7 or 8 years back. Not sure where I purchased it. I think on Flipkart or Amazon. I'm not really sure. But right now, I think the Sudoku should be around 600 to 650 if I'm not wrong. So it should be an excellent purchase if you're looking to solve quality classic Sudokus the old-fashioned way of from a book. So this is an excellent book to have. And let's continue now. Coming back to the Sudoku, this is not 4 and you don't have a 7 here, so that's a 1 and a 5, and which means that this particular cell, whatever goes here must go here in that row. Okay, I'm looking at column 5, and this cell can't be 1, 3, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is really restrictive. It's only 5 or a 9. It's very restricted. Let's look at these cells. 6 possibilities are already eliminated: 2, 4, 6, 8, and 3, 9. So they must be 1, 5, 7. This cannot be a 1. So it's a 5, 7, and that's excellent, guys. Look how many pairs and triplets are we are finding the Sudoku. We found this pair, we found a triplet, and now this pair, 5, 7 along column 4. So that leaves us 2, 6, 9 along this column. And look at this cell. You can't have 2 or 6. So that's forced to be a 9. And this will be a 2 or a 6. This is not a 9. And 9 is in row 4, row 6. So 9 goes here. Excellent. And this cell, my eyes are drawn here because it's restricted. 2, 4, 7, 9, 3, 6, 8. So it's 1 or a 5. Nothing else can go there. Okay, this cell, it cannot be 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 2 or a 6. So it's forced to be 1 or 8. I'm just looking for cells which are really restricted. For instance, my eyes are drawn here because 5 possibilities are right away ruled out. And this cell in particular also cannot be 2, 5. So this is 4 or 8. Nothing else. What am I missing here? Okay, I can't have 6 here. And that means 6 must go into this domino. That eliminates 6 here. Okay, we marked a pair here, right? Sorry, a pointing pair of 3s. There really doesn't seem to be anything at this point. Okay, this cell, guys, cannot be 2, 5, 6, 9 and 3, 4, 7. So this is 1 or 8. So I seem to be kind of going towards the last 3 columns, because there doesn't seem to be anything we have made in way of progress there. So let's look for some kind of breakthrough there. So this would be 1, 4 or 8. So I'm seeing that in column 1, 3 has just these 2 possibilities. Is that something to note? I don't think so. Oh, this is hard, guys. Let's look here. 3, 4, 9, 6 and 8 and 5. So this is 1, 2 or a 7. Nothing else can be there. Let me quickly check the time. 14 minutes into my solve. And similarly, this cell cannot be 3, 4, 6, 8, 7 and 9. So this is also 1, 2, 5. We almost had a triplet in these cells, but this could be a 7. Ah, come on. What I'm missing here? This cell must be 1, 3 on 8 or 8. It's not much. This is 1, 4, 7. So I suspect by this point we should have found something in the grid. It's surprising that there's nothing. Maybe this Sudoku is Sudoku number 97. And I said that there are just 101 classics, and towards the end, the number of bombs or the difficulty level of the Sudoku increases. So maybe that's why this is really hard. This cell has to be 5, 7, and 9. Something really peculiar about the Sudoku, I'm just not seeing that. I seem to have marked some corners here. 4 is in one of these two cells, 7 is here, 9 is here. So let's look at these two cells. So they must be 1, 5, 6 or 8, both of them, and this is not 8, so that's 1, 5, 6. This did nothing. I have 1, 5, 7 here. Okay, this cell cannot be 1, 4, 8, 3, 7, 9. So it is 2, 5 or a 6. Oh, this is really a struggle, guys. I mean, I thought this Sudoku would be, I should be able to do it without this much effort, but this is really hard. I didn't expect this much resistance from the Sudoku, but I'm enjoying it. In row 2, 8 is in one of these two cells, just these two, nothing else can take the 8. Not much. So what do we do here? Okay, I need to make some more pencil marks, I think. Oh, I've seen that, guys. I've seen that. Where does the 2, 6, 8 go along this row? Excellent. Another way to see that is these three cells will take 1, 3, 4, and 5. And the fact that I didn't make this made this even more harder to find. So you have kind of a quad now. And why do I say kind of a quad? It is a quadruple. 1, 3, 4, and 5. So which means that none of the cells, other cells, these cannot be 1, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll just remove them now. A different way to see is 2, 6, and 8. Where do they go in this row? There are just 3 cells left. This, and this. They must be a 2, 6, 8 triplet. So this is not a 1. Excellent, guys. What a beautiful, gorgeous triplet in the Sudoku. Excellent. That's a 4, 8 now. So this will be 2 or a 6. And I also know that 3, 4 must be in these 3 cells. 3 is not here, 4 is not here, and 8 gives a 4 here, and this 4 is eliminated, so 4 is forced here. Superb, guys. And that forces 4 here. This is not a 4, that's 1, 7, and that forces 4 in box 7. This is a 4, this is not a 4. Wow, excellent. And look at this column. You have 1, 2, 5, 6 quadruple, and which means 8 is forced into this cell. Only one cell left for the 8. So 8 goes here, and that forces 8 into this cell. Let's look at the 8s now. Okay, nothing much. Let's look at column 7. 2, 3, 5, 8, 4, and 6. I need 1, 7, 9. So this is 1, 9, 1, 7. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Look at row 4. Guys, this Sudoku seems to be a treasure trove of pairs and triplets, and not just this Sudoku. If my memory serves me right, most of the Sudokus in this book have excellent pairs and triplets, not too complicated logic at all, just these to improve your skills. So you have 1, 5, 7 here, so which means 6, 8 goes into these cells. Again a locked pair. I've lost count of the number of pairs we found in the Sudoku. Pairs and triplets and even quads, different based on how you look at the Sudoku. Okay, one final push is all required to complete the Sudoku. Right, this one is 2 or a 5. Not that it's helping. Okay, 1 7 1 8 1 7. So if this is a 1, then both of these are forced to be 7 and 7 goes here. That's not something which isn't possible. I need one more break in here. Okay, let's look at box 7. This is 1 3, this is 1 3 5. And this is not 1 or a 3, and you also have 4 5 8 6 and 9. So this is 2 or a 7. Wow, even now it seems to be dragging on the Sudoku. I thought that this should clinch the deal, but again, there's some other deduction left here. Okay, this is 1 3 7. Sorry. Hmm. 3 4 7 6 and 8. So this is 1 2 5 and 9, and it could be all. Okay, 5 is in one of these two cells, and so if I have a 5 here, can't see anything here. Maybe some coloring logic. Maybe the Sudoku has taken an exception, because seems to be something going on with the 2 6 pairs. There seems to be an awful lot of 1 2 5 7 in the grid, especially in the top 3 boxes. Okay, 1 5 5 9 1 9. That is surviving, but it's not helping at all. I still think that maybe I'm missing something, some pair. 2 4 8 6 and 9 and 5 is here. So this is a 1 3 7 again. Shouldn't hit upon that. Okay, so 1 in row 2 goes into one of these two cells, and 1 in row 8 goes into one of these two cells. That's not giving anything, guys. That can be called a skyscraper, but isn't giving anything. Okay, so I made a deduction here, but I'm not sure if that would be required. This cell cannot be a 5. Reason is you have an XYZ wing here. 1 5, 1 2 5, and 2 5. So if you have a 5 here, this becomes 1 and this becomes 2. So this is supposed to be a 5. But we already started with a 5 here, which means this can never be a 5. And I'm not sure if I want to use the deduction because I don't want to spoil the beauty of the Sudoku by using a complicated technique. Let's see. There must be some cleaner technique. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Ah, hard guys. This is hard. Oh, I found it, guys. And it's not an easy deduction at all. It's not an easy deduction at all. So, a 5 here, what does it do? Really tough one to see, but there may be better steps, but I think this may be visually appealing. So what does a 5 do here? You get a 2 6 pair instantly, and that leaves 1 and 9 in this row, right? So this is not a 9, so this will be a 1. Oops, why does the 6 turn color? And now look what it does. 5 is posed here. Let me use corner. And now you don't have space for 5s in box 8. Is this the supposed reduction? Is this the intended reduction that we were supposed to find? No idea. The Sudoku book was written 8-9 years back at least, and but this is really an elegant step, I would say. There may be better steps, I'm not going to deny that, but this was really tough to see. So this is not a 5, that's a 9. Let's make it blue. That gives 1 here, forces 9 here, so 1 is removed from this cell. It's 2 5. So now let's finish off the Sudoku. That's a 9, that's a 7, completing the column. So this is 5, this is 1, so this becomes a 3 7 pair, and 5 here gives me a 7. This is not a 1, not a 7, so that's a 5, that's a 1, that's a 1, that is 3, that is 5, that 5 gives a 1. Superb, guys, superb. I think that may be the intended reduction because we're getting so many pseudo digits. Comes a 2 7 pair, column 1 can be completed, that's 1, that gives 7, gives 3, gives 7, and this row can be, column can be completed. This is 5, and that's a 3, 5. Okay, this is not 5, this has to be a 7, complete the box. That resolves this 7 2, that gives 5 2. This must be 5 and 6. You have a 5 here, so that's 5 and 6. This is a 2, and 2 here gives a 2 in this cell, 6 here, 1 here, 6 here gives a 6 here, a 2 here, 2 here, a 6 here, and let's finish up this box. So this is a 5, 3 6 for this row, so this will be 6, this is 3, that gives 6 and 8, a 1 and 8. And with that we have completed this. Words fall short of describing this wonderful Sudoku created by Tetsuya Nishio, the Japanese Classic Sudoku Master. Um, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do leave a comment under the video as to how you continued at that crucial point which I found the 9, when I found the 9 in row to column 5. We'll be happy to know. And until then, take care. Bye bye. We'll see you soon.